Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to Dragon Quest VII Reimagined here on DSP Gaming. If you remember last time around, we had an interesting plotline regarding automatons that had invaded an island. We saved the island, and now we're back in the present day, where apparently everyone forgot all about the technology of the automatons. Figure that one out. So what we're trying to do now is figure out what happened, and I believe that there was a robot that got captured, and now we got a part for it that now we got to give. Yeah, here we go. Let's head to the laboratory and fix up poor Ellie. There's no time to lose. We're trying to go fix up Ellie. Okay. So where is the lab? The lab is... which way? This way. Yes. All the way back this way. Of course, there's no monsters on the overworld anymore, so it's actually easy to just run around and do this stuff. A new person joined the group. It is this granddaughter of the person who is caretaking the robots. So what are we doing here? She said to go to the lab. We're at the lab. We're gonna fix Ellie behind the king's back. This is so exciting. Don't worry, Ellie, we're on our way. Oh, do we have to actually go to the... Why'd you say to go to the lab? This is the lab. She said to go to the wrong place. I guess we're going to the castle. She said go to the lab. Well, I am... That's the lab, and there's nothing there. So I guess we're supposed to go to the castle after all. Yes, apparently this game was a PS2 game originally. I don't know, because I did not play the original. Ellie ought to be in the laboratory at the bottom of the Eastern Watchtower. Let's not keep her waiting. Okay. Eastern Watchtower. So, right here? Yes. Oh. Oh. Perfect timing. You couldn't have come at a better moment. I was thinking that if I didn't eat soon, I'd keel over and expire. I hate to ask, but... I'd be ever so grateful if you hold the fort here while I go and eat something. Toodaloo. Oh, how nice. Yes, just leave us to watch it, of course. Very trustworthy. Now's our chance. Come on, let's fix up Ellie. I can't believe they rejiggered the gizmo so it's powering that sprocket. They've done a real botch job on you, poor girl, but I think I can help. Okay. There we go. Now we just need to attach a globular pistotron if you do the honors. DSP slots the globular pistotron into Ellie's chest and here's a gratifying click. Soup temperature critically low. Must locate master. Searching.
Unexpected.
Master located. Master must return to bed. Master critically ill. Hang on, what's going on? I think Ellie might think you're Mr. Autonomous, I think. Master's critically ill, must return to bed, must consume soup. Settle down, Ellie. Take a closer look. That isn't autonomous, is it? Error detected. Unable to identify autonomous. What in heaven's name do you think you're doing here? This room is strictly off limits. Guard, seize these intruders and frog march them to the cells this instant. Autonomous not detected. Ellie must return home. Must make fresh soup. Hang on there. What did this contraption just say? Hot soup essential. Must revive master. You said autonomous just now. I heard you. You're talking about the fellow who once dwelled in that shack, I take it? Must return to master. Master is critically ill. Must consume soup. Well, I'll be. This is a quite extraordinary development. Guards will accompany this automaton, Ellie, and ensure she arrives safely at her home. But before you set off, be sure to release Ambrose from his cell and take him with you. What we have witnessed here today is nothing short of miraculous. The spark of something I hitherto thought of as a uniquely human in the breast of an agglomeration of inorganic metal. If we're ever to develop an automaton that can truly think and feel, we must observe Ellie in her own habitat. She has much to teach us. Now look lively. Yes, Your Majesty.
Soup will ensure survival.
Just look at this display of selfless devotion. It is quite clear to me that Ellie possesses a heart and a soul.
You sure about that?
Extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. This is it. This is the automaton I have long dreamed of creating. The perfect machine.
Thank you to Detractors Are Dense too, who did a $2 super chat and says, "Thanks, Phil. I'm looking forward to the retro stream." Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Okay.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but I must protest. You have seen Ellie's plight for yourself. There is nothing perfect about it.
Yes.
Yes.
Ellie, you must listen to me. Your master died a long time ago. There is no need for you to make soup anymore. Do you understand that?
Hot soup required. Soup will ensure revival. Must restore master to health. Take walks again. Be together.
It is true. She has no understanding of death. Ellie shows love and devotion to someone who is gone and will never come back. What good does that do her? Or anyone else? My dream has always been to create mechanoids that resemble man in every way. I wanted them to have a human heart and soul, but also the gift of eternal life. But now, I have begun to doubt the wisdom of the entire enterprise. Would such an invention really guarantee a bright future for this kingdom? The truth is, I don't know. I have no idea anymore.
He's very confused.
Ellie is not to be disturbed under any circumstances. Is that clear? No one will be allowed to enter this area on pain of death.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, he's protecting her.
It looks like this is it, Ellie. It's all for the best, I think. Goodbye.
So I guess that's the plot. Not much to it.
Oh?
Well, my young friends, you have done a rip-roaring job. Everything has worked out perfectly, and Ellie is back where she belongs, tending to her beloved master. I don't think King Faraday would ever have seen the light without your able assistance. I can assure you that we'll never forget all you've done for us.
Well.
I almost forgot I have a little something that I hope you'll accept. Of course, it's a map piece, which we needed. This was stored in Autonomous's workshop. According to the notes he left, it's a very precious object indeed, one that only the very bravest adventurers will know what to do with. I confess I don't quite understand its purpose myself, but I'm confident that you will. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Thanks for everything, and make sure that you come back and visit. Okay, so this quest is complete. I don't usually like oily metal smells, but Ellie smells nice to me. It must be your kindness that makes the difference. So I think we're done. And then I think what we need to do is go back to that dungeon, the cave, and go through the mines again. And then maybe perhaps there's another piece in there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Bobby's so young and smart. With folks like her, I know this kingdom has a bright future ahead of it, but it's time for us to wave this place goodbye. No, it's not. I guarantee you if we go through the dungeon again, there'll be an additional map piece in the dungeon. So let's go do that. The Automaton Stronghold. Doesn't look like much of a stronghold anymore. Nice calm music. Resident Evil 9 comes out 1 week from tomorrow, so that's the 27th of February.
Oh.
Hello, dear. If you'd like your fortune telling, I'm your girl. Here we go. I see it to the east, a mysterious flower floating in a pond, guarded by one who has dedicated his life to protecting it. All right, well, that's probably our next plot that we're going to be doing. Here we go. Monkman says, I'm playing Resident Evil 1 HD, and I'm super excited about your playthrough next week. 11 years ago with Chris and 3 with Claire. 300 gold coins. Uh-oh. Oh, what's this? Look at this. An urn expected. Interesting. Urn expected. Huh. Yeah. Not bad. It's almost dead, actually. Cool. Still not dead. Jeez. Got it. Got a mini medal. Nice. Those rare mini medals, baby. Very good. Heal up. So it's worth it to explore every part of the game. Oh, the lift is broken. So that's it. That's all that's in here was the mini medal and the enemy. That's it. And of course, the chest had 300 gold in it. All right, so no more pieces here, but at least we got a mini medal. That was worth the trip. Sweet. All right, we're done here then. We can actually leave the island. We should probably go back to the castle to get mini medal rewarded because I think we have 10 now. And then we should go back to the temple and go to another one of the maps that we found now. The next plot begins. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, see? It's saying to go. It's actually saying to go to the castle. Why can't I zoom in? Alright, so I'm going to go to the castle. We're going to do the mini medal stuff, and then we're going to go back to the shrine and see where the next map is to go to for the next plot. Never played Dark Cloud. No, a few years ago we tried one of the Dark Clouds on that PlayStation streaming service, but we only played it for a little bit. Here's the mini medals. Alright, we have Kerplunk Bracer. Wind Cheater is next. What's a Kerplunk Bracer? Well, I don't know. What is a Kerplunk Bracer? I can't find it. Could it be an item? Okay. It gives you defense plus 10. See that? All right. It's okay.
Hey!
Kind of a generic item. Did I ever play System Shock 2? No. We played some of the System Shock remaster a couple years ago, or summer of like 2024 when I first got my gaming PC. It was actually one of the first games we played, and it looked pretty darn cool, and we played about, I don't know, like 10, 15 hours of it. But then we kind of never went back to it when new games started coming out, so. All right, so... Try the mystery. Here we go. Do. Alrighty, so here we go. Look, we got different things to do here. So the one we haven't gone to yet is this one. Okay. We're almost done with this new yellow tablet, but we can't do it yet. And now we're working on a gray tablet, okay? So that's it. We've done all these other ones, right? So we have to do this gray. We have not done this gray one yet. I know that much. Okay. Here we go. We're off.
Hey!
What do we got here? Regenstein. What the hell? Everyone is petrified. Yeah, look. This is weird. Why would anyone build statues in an out-of-the-way place like this? You don't reckon there's people? What am I saying? Yeah, dude. This is bad. The whole town is petrified. Holy shit. What caused this? I don't want to have to be the one to say this, DSP, but someone's going to have to, and I know you're thinking it. The statues look like people who've been turned to stone. Willkommen in Regenstein. A water deity. Looks like there's a door from outside that we can get in here. $100 coins that we just stole from the inn. How nice. Do you think all the people got turned to stone? They don't smell right. They're all cold and hard. I don't like it. It's scary. What petrified? Oh, there's something to do over there. Let's check out the rest of the town first. Here's the church. The old man, he has the story, that old man. Let's not, I want to see if there's any items or anything in the town before we do that. A shellmix. Not as good. Nope. Shellmix is not as good as what we have. Darn. Nothing there. Okay. Do. Leather hat. It's also not going to be as good, so. Where's the door to the church? Right here. So that was the priest. Oh, you could save even without the priest being there. Okay, let's save. Okay. See what's on the other side here, and then we'll go talk to the old guy. Looks like this used to be the pub. Nothing in here. Nope, no items, nothing. What's this? Nothing. Okay. I know, I like the soundtrack. I like this song right now. It's kind of sad. Very sad song. Horse manure, my favorite. All right. Legend of Dragoon. Maybe I would check it out one day. If they ever remake it, I would have an increased chance to check it out, obviously. Okay, nothing else? Oh. There's a note scrawled in a childish hand. I was playing in my secret base, and then I am making an amazing discovery. Who would be thinking there is a place in this village? It is near the cliff beneath the shop. Mein Vater is going often too close to myself. Reminder. The entrance is north of the tree that is standing by itself. Okay, so there's a secret thing we have to find. Here it is. Ground here feels as if it might be hollow, but it's hard to tell for sure. So that must be the entrance. Maybe we gotta talk to the old guy first. Oh, wait. Can Ruff smell that out? That's an ability Ruff has, right? No. I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, Dual Sensible says it's on PS5 as part of the Classics catalog. So it's not a remake, it's the PS1 version, but it's just playable on PS5 is what you're saying. Oh, what just happened? I went down the well. This is highly unusual. Travel. Oh.
Travelers are making very rarely the journey here.
I did not know he was going to voice act this part. Okay.
Now, my eyes are not so good anymore. But you are young and full of life, oder?
No, I'm dead.
What reason you could be having for visiting this god-forsaken place, I do not know.
DSP tells the story of the party's adventures so far.
Ach so. You are making trips across the time and restoring parts of the world that have disappeared, yeah? It is a shame, but there can be no such happy resolution here. Already it is too late for our village. As you are seeing for yourself, every person here has long ago been turned into stone.
What was it, a Medusa? Medusa came here?
Indeed. Many decades have passed since the curse upon poor Regenstein came down.
Ooh, backstory.
It happened 50 years ago, upon the very day of the Regentanz. A day which should have brought us the gift of water. You see, the rain falls very little upon this land. The village was in a deficit of water always. Life was hard here. And people went often without water enough to make their daily bread. The people prayed therefore to the Wassergöttin to bless us with the rain. And bless us they did, of course, upon that fateful day.
What the hell is a Wassergöttin?
Our prayers were answered, or so we thought. For indeed the rain did fall. But that rain was no blessing. Ach, why such a fate would be foisted upon we Regensteiners, a people who lived most tenaciously through a life of great hardship. Even now, I cannot comprehend. There was neither the sound nor the fury. Only a moment of quiet cruelty. Wherein the cursed rain upon the village fell, turning every man, woman and child to stone.
What caused that?
All except for one, who had left the village to secure the provisions. My name is Clemens, and I was that man. When I returned to the village, I found my Liebling had become a thing of stone, never to speak or move again.
It's awful.
I put my hand to her cold form, and my heart shriveled. Yeah, I might have escaped being turned to stone. but the loneliness which assailed me night and day.
Come on, this is such a sad story.
That itself can only be described as a curse.
Oh.
So, I decided I would make a journey. I wander-searched through many lands, looking for a way to free my people from their fate. Though I was prepared mentally to make the lengthy expedition, before long a year had passed.
Ugh.
And then another, and another, and so on. Eventually, I procured an elixir known as the Angel's Tears and made my way home. But, decades had passed since I had the village left.
No, Titan Ice Lab, I would not do that, and I already answered that question on a show the other day.
And in those long years exposed to the elements, each and every statue had begun to crack and crumble. As I looked at my beloved, already I knew in my heart that even if I were to use the Angel's Tears upon the Regensteiners' stone bodies, life would not to anyone return.
Gee, this is the darkest story ever, man. So sad.
Indeed, already it was too late. For all my efforts, I could not save a single soul. I was not able to utilize the Angel's Tears, but nor was I able to leave my dear Regenstein. I have spent my life together with the villagers ever since.
And what are you eating and drinking if there's no water, right?
Achtung, it is almost the time.
Whoa. What the? It's obviously some kind of magic. For a brief time each day, they're emitting the light, so like so Ja, and in the light, they can be found faintly their memories. Many times I've felt the light and witnessed the memories they are exuding. Over the course of time, I make the hypothesis. My people, I believe, are mercifully unaware that they have been turned to stone and now live quite happily within their cherished memories. Therefore, I felt that the kindest course of action would be to leave them as they are, beings of stone who exist in contentment. That was until today, and speaking with all of you, I am finally finding my resolve. This foul curse is a thing from which people deserve to be freed. When you cannot wake from a dream, what difference is it from a nightmare, yeah? Good travelers, I believe none other than fate herself has brought you to this place so that you might be aiding me. So I must ask, will you help me use the Angel's Tears to free my fellow Regensteiners? Well, this sounds grim and messed up. Like, what do we do? I mean, it sounds like the story is pushing us to say yes, but isn't this essentially just offing them? But then again, if they're eternally stuck and can never be revived, isn't it like endless torture? I don't know. You don't know what it's like. Like, are they living in a memory? Like, what's going on? Oh. I legit don't know if this affects the story or not. I don't know what happens if you have to make a critical choice here. I don't know. Oh, this is tough. I guess I'm just going to go with what the story says, and I'm going to say yes.
Oh.
You are most kind. I'm full to the bursting with appreciation. Please take from me the Angel's Tears before I lose the nerve. It's getting rather late. Perhaps you should take the rest at the inn tonight. I shall await you tomorrow upon the elevation overlooking Regenstein. To reach it, you must find the hidden stairway near the tree to the west of the village. The passage will take you where you need to be going. If you're being curious about the memories of the village folk, do not miss your chance to view them this night. The light of the memories will not long be aglow until tomorrow. Huh. Dude, what's crazy about this game is that every story of every town is completely unique. None of these stories are even similar. It's a man who's been turned to stone. His exposure to the elements left him looking worse for wear. Here's the gentle glow. All of a sudden, the light grows stronger. Here we go.
Oh,
Mein Vater Daddy, can you answer a question for me? Yeah, sure, if I know it. Do you know what this village was like long ago? Inquisitive boy, I have no idea. How about you, barkeep? You must know something of the local history. I hear only stories, but people sometimes they're saying the whole area was once a battlefield. Apparently our ancestors' village was completely destroyed in the fighting, and another was built to replace it. Perhaps that's why they're sometimes finding old weapons and such in the soil. There's your history lesson, boy. Why do you display interest in such matters? No special reason, simply curiosity. You're a strange child, Felix. Clearly you're not taking after me. Wow. Dual Sensibles says, reminds me of Kena, Bridge of Spirits, where every game area had its own story. There you go. What's funny is that, you know, this game is, what, over 20 years old? I think it's from, like, 2003. It's not a very stereotypical, like, JRPG plotline. At this point, a lot of RPGs were taking, like, risks with plots. Like, remember, like, Xenogears? Remember how crazy that plot was? This is interesting that there's so many different things going on in the game of different tones and stuff.
oh,
Okay. The glow surrounding the statue fades. Alright, so we have to go to each memory. What's he pointing to? The man who was turned to stone. Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
So, every year they're making this big stupid party, and they think it will cause the rain to fall. Ridiculous. Huh? Rain? It's raining? Truly, it's raining at long last. But the rain is strange and dirty somehow.
Huh?
My skin, my body, what's happening? It's some cruel joke. My body's turning into stone. So this was the dad. Yeah. That's the dad. He got frozen in stone. It's so weird. What a plot. Someone tipped the buck says, say yes, you'll need Angel's Tears for later in the story. It's not required to beat the game, but it's required to access some side quests. Okay, well, I did get them. I don't know what impact that'll have on anything. But I figured as much. Like, why would they offer it to you? Why would you say no? It seems like then you'd be missing out on something, right? So there you go. I'm glad you're liking the gameplay, Zagesta. Okay, we got a few more people to talk to here. 3 or 4 more. Here we go. So the woman, let's see what her memory is. Thank you for the $1 tip, whoever that was.
my.
Guten Tag, Clemens. You're making the trip to fetch supplies. Same as always, I buy foodstuffs and as much water as I can carry. If only the rain would fall sometime. How many years is it now? Come, we've not been forsaken. There will be rain this year and lots of it, I think. I hope that you're correct, Clemens. I must be leaving now. I'll return in time for the Regenstein. We'll bring you the rain. You'll see. Okay. Well, that was a random memory. Didn't seem to have bearing on anything. Okay. Insomniac, thank you so much for a $2.79 Canadian super chat. Says, this is my first time watching live, so keep the momentum. Thank you to Insomniac. Let's see what that is in the US dollar today. $2.04. Thank you for that. Actually, that makes you the top super chatter by 4 cents. Thank you, Insomniac, for the super chat. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Thank you. If you guys are enjoying today's Dragon Quest stream, please be sure to like it on YouTube. Or if you're watching on demand, be sure to like the video and leave comments. The engagement helps this channel a ton. And if you are enjoying, if you could support the stream today live, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much to Insomniac for that super chat. Okay. It's a priest who was turned to stone. So here we go again. What's his mission? His memory. What's up, King Michael? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
I beg your pardon.
Frau Helga, it is unusual for you to come to your prayer making so late at night. It is, but I'm consumed by worry. I must pray for him to come safely home. Then I'll ask the Almighty to provide for both you and his protection. Danke. Great Almighty, allow the safe return of my beloved Clemens to Regenstein. So she had a crush on Clemens. It doesn't sound like Clemens knew, but she had a crush on Clemens, but then she got turned to stone. That sucks. Oh. There's a girl. Here we go. Super. I make later a note of this and hide it between the books on the shelf. Felix, you can't make graffiti. It's strictly forbidden. He says, keep quiet. But graffiti is forbidden. It's not graffiti. It's a self-reminder. Speaking of reminding, I must tell you of my most recent discovery. It's even more amazing than my last. You're speaking of the secret base? Yes, but it does not compare even a little to this new discovery. I'll tell you of it tomorrow. Come to my home during the Regensteins. Okay. Where was that stone and what was that writing? Can we find that in the town? Probably, right? The stone he wrote on? To look around and see if we can find it and see what it says. Maybe it's a clue or a code or something of importance. Let's look around. You'd think it would be real. Why would they show that if it's not real? Aha! This is a self-reminder. That's all it says. This is a self-reminder. So I guess we have to go to the next day after we look at all the memories, and then we can go down there the next day. Okay. Now this woman. They're piecing together what happened in the town right before they all got petrified. This is highly curious. Where could he have gone to? Have you seen anywhere Felix bitte? Or bitte? I don't know how to say it. This must be something to do with their dialect, right? Oh, thank you so much, One Buff Weeb. Let's get through this cutscene, then I'll give you a shout out. So, saying, Lena, actually I'm also searching currently for the same little rascal. Today's the day of the Regensteins. We must make our wishes for rain. Many, many times I will tell him to stay at home and help me. The Regensteins? Of course, now I remember. What are you remembering? Do you know where is Felix? 9, I'm having no idea at all. If you see him anywhere, tell him to make a homecoming so he can help me. Of course, I'll surely tell him so. Okay, so the kid disappeared. And I don't know what happened to him. So this is One Buff Weeb with a $5 super chat, who says, I'm gonna hit you up for that interview. Sorry for the delay, hope I'm not annoying you. I was gonna say, actually, yeah, I never got anything from you. So, yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for you. I don't know anything about you, and I'm certainly not going to shut down the possibility. I just don't know who you are, but yeah, send me an email and we'll talk about it. Thank you for $5. Okay. Okay, is this the last person? Might be. Oops. Knocked over part of my footrest. Hold on. There we go. Okay. It's a beautiful young woman who's been turned to stone. Here we go. He's late again.
Oh.
Forgive me, dear Helga. I was not meaning to make you wait. Never mind. When did you decide what you're going to do? I've made my decision. I'll fetch again the supplies this year. What? Clemens, no, there's monsters. What if something were to happen to you? It's because there's monsters that I must go, Helga. Our village cannot reproduce its own vegetables, right? This means someone must take the trip to purchase supplies or we're all facing starvation. I'm the most suitable candidate. I can more than capably fight any other man in the village. It must be me. I'm not disagreeing with this, but I made another decision also. Once I'm returned from the trip, I will announce our engagement to the whole village. Never mind. I guess he knew that she liked him and they were together. All right. It makes me happy to hear such talk, but then it's decided, Helga, you must not worry for me. I am able to take care of myself. I know this. Be careful. I will return in plenty of time for the Regensteins. See you soon, my love. Okay. My dear Clemens, I pray for your safe return. So, pretty sad that all this happened, right? These people all had their own lives and their own stuff going on, and then they all got petrified. For what reason? What the hell caused the petrification? All right, I think we've seen all of their stories. So now we will go to sleep. Oh, by the way, I just realized, look. So there's definitely from the underground, there's a way to pop up here. I don't know what the point of that is, though. Okay, he wants us to sleep. Isn't it pretty creepy we're going to sleep at a town where everyone's petrified? Okay. Here we go. Do I imagine myself as the mighty Clemens? Of course. Who else would I be?
Day, you know. Honestly, if there's one certainty in this world, it's that you'll be the last one up in the morning.
Duh. He's a lazy bones.
Well, you've been dozing oh so happily. I've been thinking about the poor people of this village, petrified for decades. They must be fit to burst with frustration. If it were me, I'd be wondering why I've been sentenced so harshly for the apparent crime of living my life. That's why I think that light comes out of them. They want people to know. They're trying to share their memories of back when things were normal. But enough of my musings. We should get on with lifting this curse. The Regensteiners have waited long enough, wouldn't you say? To reach Old Clemens, we need to find a set of stairs hidden near the tree on the west side of the village. From there, it's just following the path. Come on then! No time to waste!
La 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 la. Okay. So we know where it is, obviously. Here we go. Obviously, that was easy to find, not a big deal. Excuse me. Anything down here? Not really. So we got some beds. Medicinal herb. Nothing special, though. Holy water. Where does this pop up? Does you think this is the center of town? It is. Oh, look who's here. All right, let's go the other way first. And then we'll talk to him. That's what he wanted us to meet there. What's down this other stairwell? Chest. A boomerang. Now, wait a minute. He had an edged boomerang. The regular boomerang is worse. So it's the same premise, same weapon, but the edged boomerang is more dangerous. So what's crazy is we found that, what, 2 streams ago? And ever since we found it, it's been crazy good. Like, it feels like it's way too good, that edged boomerang. All right, good stuff. La 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 la. All right. Here we go.
Ah, good. There you are. I have been waiting for your arrival. Finally, the time is here. It is being 50 years since that fateful day. But it feels more like an eternity, turned to stone and stuck in an everlasting dream. Surely they long for their release just as much as I do. Bitte schön, release the angel's tears and free the villagers from their suffering.
You do it here? Oh, you don't pour it on them. You just, like, toss it in the air? Okay. DSP holds the bottle of angel's tears aloft.
Always I thought, if I used the angel's tears and could talk to them again, I would apologize for my cowardice. I would apologize to them from the bottom of my heart. Not a day has passed I was not thinking this.
So what it does, it's freeing their souls so they're no longer trapped in the statues, right? Huh.
What is happening?
That's what it seems like.
Helga? Helga, mein Liebchen. Is that you?
It's sad. Again, it's so sad. What would I do if I were petrified like that? Not much. I'd be stuck.
Oh, Helga, how I have missed you. Just wait. Ein Moment, bitte. I will not be long.
What the? What the? Huh?
Huh?
What the heck?
Unbelievable. Das Kind is... the child. It can only be...
What? Doesn't make any sense. How is the kid alive? After all this time. Where'd the kid appear from? Come on, we need to go find out what's going on. Yeah. How could the kid possibly be alive after 50 years? That boy, wasn't he a ghost? Yeah, maybe he's a ghost. Okay. Do.
Excuse me, mein Herr, but who might you be? My name is Felix, and I am searching for the other people from the village. Have you seen them somewhere, bitte? It is all very strange. They were here just a moment ago, preparing for the Regenstein.
So he was stuck in a different underground area?
Mein Gott. It is beyond a doubt. This voice, this face. I know this boy. You are the son of Ralph, yeah? Your name is... Yeah. Felix.
Uh-huh. This is correct.
Ach so. But where have you been all this time?
I was underground. In my secret base.
Underground, you say? Yeah, but of course. This is why you are not weathered by the elements. Wunderbar!
Wunderbar!
My traveling friends, this is a miracle. It is proof. Proof that our village is not dead. That it is still alive and kicking.
Well, one kid is alive.
All is thanks to you. If you had not been making the visit to our village and lent your aid, we would still be all of us remaining for
Hey, I don't understand this at all. How is the kid down there? What's down there? Why is the kid okay? Why did he not age? This is bizarre as hell.
Danke, meine Freunde. Danke from the bottom of my heart. Surely this is the happiest day of my life. Ah, but this poor boy knows nothing of what has happened. First, I must be explaining to him the situation. And then we must be mourning for those who have been lost.
The light of hope returns to Clement's eyes at last. But Felix isn't quite so happy when he realizes the people of the village really won't be coming back. Eventually, Clemens wins him around and promises to look after him from now on. And after a little hesitation, Felix finally accepts. Everyone heads to bed, exhausted after the day's excitement. And then morning comes. Uh-oh. Then the morning comes. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
I am unable to know how to thank you for all you have done. We owe you everything. You have even inspired Felix and myself to go on a little journey of our own, you know. We have decided that we must spread the word of the accursed rain which afflicted our home.
You're 50 years too late to do that?
If we are able to save just one life by doing so, I feel my own existence will not have been wasted.
How are you going to save lives? Like, the rain was 50 years ago. What are you just going to tell people? Just in case there's a chance that this rain will turn you to stone, always go indoors and never let rain hit you ever in your life? I don't know, man.
Though we are far away, the spirit of the village shall live on. And as long as young Felix and I survive, then so too shall Regenstein.
Now, what about where the kid just came out of? Yeah, what's this? This is a different thing. Look at this, chests. Another mini medal, sweet. So the whole mission led to a mini medal. And what else? 200 gold. Okay, and that's it? So this doesn't make any sense. How was the kid stuck down here and he didn't age for 50 years? Secret base number 1. This is so confusing. Now, in this case, we didn't actually get one of the map pieces, right? No, we didn't get any map pieces here, but we did complete the story. So does this mean this island will still appear in the modern day and maybe there'll be stuff there? I guess we have to find out.
Yeah?
All right. They're going to go warn as many people as possible. I don't know what you're warning them of, but okay. So definitely some weird... Oh, there's enemies here now. They weren't here... Well, I guess they were here before, and I insta-killed them, right? There we go. All right, so now if we go back... Okay. What I'm wondering is... Well, first off... We probably can open these now, maybe? I don't know. We also don't know what that is, right? Yeah, we don't know. Huh. Because these shortcuts we've opened. Right. Has my neck recovered from the virtual boy? Yes, I think my crippling injury has healed itself nicely and we're okay. I think one of these others is new too. I'm just not sure which one. I'm pretty sure one of these is new. So we'll have to mess with them until we find another one that's new. What I want to see is, did that island just appear now and can we sail to it? How do I see the world map? I forget how to do this. How do we see the world map? I totally forgot how to look at the world map. Did I just accidentally... I just accidentally summoned enemies. I didn't mean to do that.
All in a day's work.
So how the hell do I open the world map? Bumpers? No. Triggers? No. Start? No. Back button? No. Menu button? How the hell do I open the map? I know there's a world map. I've looked at it before. I can't remember how to look at it. Why the hell am I forgetting this? You can see the world map through Virtual Boy. How dare you? Okay, it was X. So, oh yeah, look, if you head due south, the island's there. The island is now there. It's right here. Wait, that's no. I went the wrong way. Shucks. It's there. I went the wrong way. Whoa, good one.
That was easy.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's here. There it is. Okay.
All in a day's work.
Doo-loo-loo-loo. Wait, there's nothing on the island? Look. So the island is here. There's an extra mini medal. Oh. So it really was like a side quest deal. It wasn't part of the main story. And by doing it, we got 2 mini medals out of it. And we got these angels tears that it sounds like you need to use later for something. Okay. All right, so back to the shrine. One to be found in the Frobisher of the Present. Frobisher of the Present. So actually in Frobisher? In the town? She heard all about the story. You came to visit. This is a treat. It's a shame we can't be with Ellie. She's sensitive. I don't expect that she'll ever forget about Autonomous. This is frightfully selfish of me. Am I a terrible person? Shouldn't waste my time thinking about it. Bobby told me about her hopes for the future. She's going to become the kingdom's foremost expert on all things automated. I pray that she can have her dreams. So nothing there. Huh. Where could it be? There's got to be a piece somewhere in town. Nope. Somewhere in town is a fragment is hidden, apparently. I don't know where. It's gonna mash through their dialogue till I figure it out. Church.
Oh.
Blabbing about the mechanical man. You've heard? Yes. No. We're even more surely forbidden for venturing into no man's land west of here than we were before. What the? The mattress looks suspiciously damp. Who wet the bed? I was running really jolly fast and I tripped and fell into the water over there. Splash. That's what happened. That's why there's a damp patch in my trousers. The kid wet himself. It's terrible. I don't know where this friggin' piece is. Talking about fortune teller, but we already talked to the fortune teller. Oh, really? John says if you press X, it will show you if a building has a fragment. It does. Look, to the south. Oh, wow. So how the hell do we get over there? What's up, Mark? How are you doing today? Good to see you. So it's in this building right here. Why did it just show up out of nowhere? It literally just appeared out of thin air. Well, we got it, but I mean, there's no way you could have possibly known that was going to be there unless you checked. Like, you wouldn't naturally just run into that. It's just there for no reason. Okay. So at least now we've got it. It's amazing Autonomous has a stone tablet in his workshop. Okay. To the Shrine of Mysteries. All right. And then to unlock the new map, I guess. Here we go. Yep, it's going to be this one. There we go. We got a new island. Let's go there, and then we'll probably save up and likely take a break. Roamer Encampment Region. A lot of enemies. Oh, that's a rare slime right there.
They didn't stand a chance.
Not bad. Not a tough party or anything. Zombies. Nice coral reef. Very good. All right, well, that's about it. Let's get over to a place where we can save, and they'll probably split the part. La 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 la. Okay. There's a rare item over there. Let's get to camp. The Roamer Encampment. We already found a freaking piece. Instantly, we found a piece. That's pretty crazy. Where's the, where do we save? Because I am going to take my time, but I want to see where I save the game. Delve story. I want to save. Oh, I think that was it, that book. There it is. No, it's handwritten sheet music. To Lala with my love. Goes to Willy Two Guns. We already played it on hard, and it doesn't add anything to the game. It just makes the battles last longer, which is insanely boring. So that's why we're not putting it on hard. That doesn't make the game tougher. It just makes it take longer. That's not going to add to a playthrough that's already going to be insanely long. Do you understand? I guess there is no save spot in town. There does not appear to be a save spot in town. It's just a lot of story. And they won't let me in there. Yeah, so there is no save spot. All right. So, like I said, I want to split it here. Split the part. All right. So, let's do that. And then when I come back, more Dragon Quest VII Reimagined on a new island and a new plot beginning. Thanks for watching and hanging out. See you in the next part.